G'day folks, it's the Maple Monkey here again with another live stream for you, and we're continuing to count down the days till the exciting G.I. Joe Operation Cobra Gamefound campaign by OC Games drops there on Gamefound, and we can sort of find out what's going to happen with that campaign and what the game's going to look like, and get a lot more information there. So really looking forward to that coming up. And so just in these next few days when we're waiting for that to come up on the 25th of March, we're basically just going to sort of talk about what we think we'd like to see in the world of G.I. Joe, and what we could bring to that, or I guess what OC Games could bring to that game system. So yeah, really, we've gone through different tiles we'd like to see, different sorts of expansions, and talking about expansions, the one I'd probably like to see, probably one of the ones I'd probably most like to see, of all the different stuff at this stage, would be something based on some thematic stuff, which is the Dreadnoks. I'd really love to see a Dreadnoks expansion. I think they are such a unique sort of part of the world of G.I. Joe that they sort of like deserve their own separate little corner of the game, their own sort of separate expansion. I think that'd be really cool. And yeah, they're just, it's such a weird thing, when I think of G.I. Joe, the first thing that's popped to mind is just all the different types of specialist Joes, and then all the different Vipers, but then thinking about like my love of the toys and the comics, just these weird sort of like Mad Max style punk rock dudes. I don't know if they were like I don't know, I don't really know what they were, the bikies, or they were just this weird band of sort of mercenary guys, led by Zartan, himself a weird sort of figure as well, that I, as a kid, didn't quite have my head around, like, what's the deal with this guy, and why is he hanging out with a bunch of punk rockers and stuff? But yeah, they were always really visually striking and a lot of fun. So I think they'd be a great sort of box set. You could have all of those characters there. It might be a bit of a unique box set where you wouldn't necessarily have some Joes and some Cobra forces. It might just all be the Dreadnoks themselves, and then that leads itself into potentially, a lot of folks have been talking about different ways to bring in the bad guy forces, and maybe playable bad guy forces. And I think the Dreadnoks might be a little bit of a window into that sort of world too, where you could use those sort of forces as well, which would be fun. So yeah, the Dreadnoks is my pick for what I'd like to see as an expansion pack. I think I'm probably more excited about that maybe than even like the traditional sort of like terrain based, let's do a snow themed one, or let's do a water based one. I think Dreadnoks would be really exciting. So yeah, that'd be really cool. You've got Zartan, you've got was it, I think he had remember the toys I used to have, Zartan, I think I had his younger brother, I want to say maybe Xandar, they all start with Z, and had maybe Zarana. I remember there was like a sister or something there as well. And then you had all like the little sort of like the lackey ones, like let's say Ripper, and now I'm just making up names, but I think there was one called Ripper, and maybe Buzzsaw or Buzzer or something like that. And yeah, they were pretty cool. So yeah, that would be really really fun to see. And I know that in the world of Marvel United, where I'm making the G.I. Joe custom content there, a lot of fans in the Big Head Chibis Patreon are asking for Dreadnoks, and I'm excited for that as well, but I'm holding off on sort of voting for those guys, because the problem with the Dreadnoks is I can't think of a way to. I'm not really sure what story I want to tell with them. How do I sort of get their character across in the world of United? And do I want to do it as a multi-villain battle as the Dreadnoks, or do I want to sort of have a couple of different fights with the different ones? And the problem being, I can't really think of a good story or a good mechanic to try with any one of those particular characters as well. So yeah, I'm a little bit stumped on the Dreadnoks in United, but in Operation Cobra, I'd love to see him, because I don't have to worry about coming up with the rules for that. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. So I think that'd be a lot of fun. And yeah, as always, haven't had a lot of folks jumping in, but thanks to Diversion Architect, he's been dropping ideas and stuff like that into the comments here. But yeah, definitely invite anyone who watches these. If you're getting excited for G.I. Joe Operation Cobra, let us know what you'd like to see, and I think that'd be a lot of fun. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with some another idea of what we'd like to see. But for tonight, it's been a big day for me here as well. So this is pretty late for us, and I just wanted to jump in quickly and just yeah, give a shout out to the OC Games crew and keep generating support and excitement for that. But yeah, if you guys would like to sort of generate any of that sort of stuff yourself, drop some comments either here or in the Gamefound page as well, and that's all very good. I only just got the notification. Oh yeah, for this video. I don't know how any of that stuff works, but I only just jumped on. We've only been going for what, 5 minutes, so that's all good. So g'day to Dan, and I'm going to remember this time. I always forget to do this. I'm going to show Dan's comment. I only just got the notification. I always forget to actually show the comments when people comment on these. So thanks to Dan for joining us. I hope you're having a good end of the week yourself, and that all your projects and stuff are going smoothly. There's some exciting stuff going on. I won't say anything yet, but Minis from Mars, make sure you keep checking in on them, and I think there's going to be some exciting stuff coming up down the track with those guys. But definitely, yeah, check out their range of cool stuff for the United range of products there. But yeah, well, thank you very much, guys. It's been fun talking about the Dreadnoks. I'd love to see, you know, any sort of Dreadnoks, even if it's not a full expansion. I'd love to see them added as promo stretch goals or things like that. If we're getting vehicles or vehicles printed on the cards and stuff, that'd be awesome too, because they had like the Thunder Machine. Maybe you could have that's opening up ideas of like maybe we could have tiles with like the roads, and you could have like scenarios where you're in the vehicles driving up the roads and stuff. But I guess we're getting into a different style of game then, aren't we? If we're talking about that, so maybe we should stick to the tactical combat as well. But we can get excited with ideas. Gluing 45 Doom bots at the moment. Oh yes, yep. So that's I always forget that you sort of have to manually sort of put those together, don't you? So that's must be a fun perk of the job. So, but speaking of Doombots, they are a really fun addition if you've got any of the Fantastic Four stuff for Marvel United, and you would like some upgrades to those the tokens that you get with them. Dan does a really cool range of little 3D printed Doombots that look really cool, and I like using them as a little thugs and stuff in different themed battles. So, for example, in the Cthulhu Death May Die United range, I love using the little Doombots as the thugs in that. They're a lot of fun too. I would get up and go and grab some and show you, but unfortunately, I'm only wearing my boxer shorts, so I don't really want to get up off the table. So maybe that's for another time. But anyway, well, thank you very much, guys. It's probably a bit too much information, but it's been a lot of fun. We'll catch you on the next one, and yeah, give us some ideas. Hey, feel free to drop ideas in the comments as well about G.I. Joe Operation Cobra, and maybe I can feature that one in a future video too. Because yeah, looking for not just my ideas, but I'd like to hear what other people think about G.I. Joe and what they'd like to see in that range as well. So thanks very much, guys. Thanks to Dan. And from Minis from Mars, check that stuff out. Oh, and one last thing I should say, if you haven't checked it out already, but if you are a fan of Marvel United, you should definitely check out Andrew Fantasia's series of videos. He's just posted up, I think, the second last one he's going to do in his deep dive range. His videos are on a channel called Digital Charcuterie. They do a lot of great pop culture stuff as well, but he's been doing a great range of deep dives into all the different box sets and expansions you can get for Marvel United. They're always a lot of fun, and he's a fun guy to listen to and watch his videos and stuff like that. And he's just got to his favorite box, I think, of this last season of Marvel United, which was Maximum Carnage. So definitely check that stuff out. And the hold on, and Dan is saying, let me bring this up here. And now this is very magnanimous of Dan from Minis from Mars, but he is saying to check out the Proxy Etchers Vault Patreon. It's another Patreon that does cool Marvel United stuff. And they've just sort of got up and running. I think they've only sort of been up and going for a couple of months now or so. So definitely check out. They've got some exciting stuff and some talented sculptors there. And I should probably also say definitely check out Big Head Chibis as well. So lots of great opportunities for you to find cool additional stuff to upgrade your games of United and that sort of thing as well. So while we're all waiting for the next DC United campaign to fulfill, there's some cool stuff you can check out there as well. So yeah, thanks very much, guys. Thanks to Dan for the mention of those guys, and yeah, we will catch you on the next one. So thanks very much, guys. See you later. Meep Monkey out. Bye bye.